Hi there, how have you been? I hope you are well and you've been enjoying tech responsibly. Welcome back to the Cyber Cafe. My name is Femias and I'm your host here. And here we speak tech in the everyday language for the everyday man, breaking down concepts that making them a bit more relatable. I'm trying to speak about careers in tech and technology in general. I hope you enjoy yourself with us. And today I want us to break down concepts for career growth and what they mean and how they may help you grow, and just tackling things that might be important. So let's dive right in. I know you've heard about mentorship and sponsorship, and you're probably wondering, what is that? And what do they do? Who are they? Where do I find them? How are they different? And are they really necessary? Can't I just be on my computer, grow my skills, and write on my CV maybe? Yeah, why are they important? Yeah, and how can I find them? How can I attract them? So today, those are the things we're going to be talking about. So let's start with mentorship. What is mentorship? So mentorship is really being in either a one-on-one or a group program that generally helps give you guidance, direction, or a sounding board, something like that to say. So they help you think through your decisions. They help you know how to organize what you have worked on, and they give you advice. You share what you've worked with them, what you've worked on with them, and they're able to help you piece things together, one on top of the other. So they help you generally grow professionally, to help you identify opportunities that are right for you in that season, and also they help you to put your mind together. So if you are trying to make a difficult decision, they can help you navigate certain discussions. If you're trying to have maybe a conversation with your line manager and you don't know how to go about it, you can speak to your mentor about it. For example, if you had a review and maybe you thought you were harshly judged, you can still run it by your mentor and they will always help you see the bigger picture. Sometimes what happens is we want everyone to be on our side. We want something like pity, and your mentor will not do that. They will be objective. They will show you the gray lines that you are missing, because your friends might be on your side all the time. When you go to vent, I realize, especially in workspaces, you have challenges here and there, maybe with someone on the team or with your leader, and you want to talk about it with someone. Your friends sometimes will be on your side because maybe they're also feeling the same way, or because, well, they can't do anything about it. But when you talk to your mentor and tell them, this is what happened, this is the feedback I got, or this is what I did and this is what I received, your mentor will actually help you put things in perspective, and you go away appreciating the work you need to do to get into a better position. And that's part of their job. They can also help you to review your resume in case you are improving it, or you're including something new skills and new experiences, or just formatting it in the correct way. They can also help you to figure out what skills you need to develop on so that you can grow into whatever your goals are. So mentors are something like that. They help improve the way you think about certain things. And so generally, anyone can be a mentor. You can easily get a mentor, and we're going to talk about that just later on in the video. So, and here is the thing. Mentorship is very good. However, it's not always enough. I remember one of my mentors told me one day, you don't have to be perfect to be valuable. They will give you the nuggets you need to get started, to get into the right direction, to position yourself, to improve yourself. But on top of that, you need a sponsor. And that's what brings us to the next concept, sponsorship. Now you might be wondering, What's that? And who are those? How do I get one? So a sponsor is someone who talks about you in the rooms that you are not in rooms you can't get in. And sponsors, most times you don't even know they're your sponsors. You don't know they have seen a certain quality about you. So they use their influence in the rooms they're in or on tables they sit at to recommend you for certain opportunities, projects, and roles. So they don't have to necessarily give you advice, but they advocate for you. So they're the ones who will be saying she is ready for that role, put him on this project, or I will back her up. So they are the ones who will create a room or an opportunity for you. They're the ones who can say she's the right person for this role. I have seen her do A, B, C, and D, or I have heard about this project that she worked on, and so I think that she will be fit for this role. Now, what you don't see is that the sponsor puts their name on the line for you. They have to be absolutely convinced about your character, your skills, your work ethic. So they watch you and they know the things they're talking about. So the difference is the mentor helps you grow, and then the sponsor helps you to go places, right? So the twist is very many times people don't know who they have. Is it a mentor or is it a sponsor? Yeah, you realize very many times someone gives you great advice, they help you organize yourself, but then you still feel stuck. When opportunities come, you don't get the role, or you don't have the backing to get into the next role. So those are the differences between those people, the sponsor and the mentor. Yeah, so now that we have both the different definitions of a sponsor and a mentor, let's see what's the difference between them. Let's break it down. So we've said the mentor offers you guidance and the sponsor offers you opportunities. So the mentor helps you develop and the mentor helps you advance. The sponsor helps you advance. So you have a place of building with your mentor, a place of preparation, a place of, what we could call the trenches. Then you have someone in the boardroom or on the hiring committee or on the decision-making table vouching for you, pushing your name. So most times the mentor might be a private situation, private support, private advice, giving you a push. Go for it. You got this. We have done A, B, C, and D. You are ready for this. However, the sponsor, on the other hand, gives you public endorsement, speaks about your projects, highlights your profile, gives you that extra push that will now put this preparation in perspective and enable you to move to the next level. And of course, a mentor can be anyone, right? I could be your mentor. You could be my mentor. And sometimes it could be in different facets of life. There are people you admire of how they handle their work-life balance. They could mentor you in that. You find someone is maybe good at the skill set they have built and you admire that. You can get mentorship in that. You can have a mentorship at church, in your church group. So the different facets of life, anyone can be your mentor. However, for sponsorship, someone has to have a certain level of influence and power to make some moves or to call some, privileges, if you get what I mean. So a mentor prepares you for the move, but the sponsor helps you make that actual jump and they put you at the starting line. So that's the little bit of a difference, and you actually need both. Now let's talk about why you need both the mentor and the sponsor, because they serve different but connected purposes, right? Like we've highlighted, mentorship helps build your confidence, your skills, helps you get clarity and to prepare yourself for an opportunity, right? And then the sponsorship now gives you the access to the opportunity. They into those new spaces that you haven't been into. So that's the bit of the difference. And you may not get everything from the mentor. And that's not to say that the mentor is not doing their job, but the sponsor comes in to pick all this work you've done with your mentor and give it a different purpose, or put it in a place where it should be going to. So if you only have mentorship, you may feel supported very many times, but you might be stuck. Every time you try to get into a role, the mentor has given you all that you need to get prepared for the role, but they can't get you through that door, right? So when you only have sponsorship, they might back you up, they might speak your name in rooms, but you might be unprepared for the role. So they go hand in hand, because at the end of the day, when a sponsor is saying your name, they don't want you to misrepresent their brand, because these are favors they're calling out. And when someone has taken you on because of someone's word, they will always refer you as so and so's person. So when you go in with someone's sponsorship, it is now a heavy stone on your shoulder to ensure that you actually you are fit, or you don't disappoint them, because then you might kill that sponsorship for other people, or you might also never get that backing again from both the person who has sponsored you and the person to whom you were referred. So you need to have both mentorship and sponsorship. Yeah, they're both very necessary, especially in tech. Yeah, because people look at what you have done before. People look at who knows you, who knows that you can do this thing. So people trust more when my person tells me, you need this project done, and this is the right person for it. That means they have experienced you before, they know what you can do, they believe in what you can offer. Yeah, so it's your choice, it's your duty to actually live up to the sponsorship you have been given, in whatever room and at whatever level, and in the different facets. It doesn't have to be only professional, even in real life, in normal life. Yeah, you need to be able to earn the sponsorship. And I think that's what we're going to talk about next. How do you get a mentor? How do you get a sponsor? Yes, so like I was saying, how do you get both a mentor and a sponsor? So you have to realize that let's start with a mentor. Mentors are easier to access because, like I said, they could be from different walks of life and at different levels for different things and different purposes. So you can get a mentor by joining maybe the communities in the field that you're in, or in whatever thing you're interested in. If you're trying to get into a new business, maybe you want to start Airbnb, go where people are talking about Airbnb. People are willing to share information, by the way. And you can ask someone that you admire to give you like 15 minutes of their time. And please do not do those cold messages on LinkedIn of, hi, how are you? I think we shall also talk about that in another video, about how we communicate to people we don't know and why we don't get responses back, because we get angry at people for not responding to us, but also look at how you communicated. It's very important. And of course, when you're trying to get your mentor follow up, it is your duty to try and build that relationship, give them an update on what they said. They will give you, maybe they will ask you to do A, B, C, and D, change your profile here, let's work on this week, let's do this. They might not come back to ask you how did that go. It is your duty to keep them updated, share with them the good things that have happened, let them know that you got this role, but I'm having this challenge, I found A, B, C, and D, may I ask you about this? And then they will know what to talk about the next time, because mentors might not have a curriculum to follow, that I'm going to teach you A, B, C, and D, because it's not really about class. It's not class related. It's more about walking your journey with someone, holding your hand, going through the challenges that you're facing. It's real time. So if you don't share back, if you don't reach out, and you realize maybe your mentor is not reaching out to you, it's not because they don't like you or anything. It's because they don't know that you actually need them. You have to shout for help. You have to keep in touch. You have to you try, because they're also busy and they're offering their time for you, and you may not be the only person they are mentoring. That said, let's get to sponsorship now. Sponsorship is a little bit different. You may not be able to walk to someone and ask them, will you sponsor me? First of all, sponsor you for what? So and you cannot just invoke someone's power that they have worked for over 15 years, 20 years in different roles and different rooms to ask them to sponsor you, right? So most times you have to earn sponsorship by being visible, by doing awesome work, by sharing what you are doing, by being uniquely you. Allow yourself to thrive and let someone see that value. Yeah, let's see the things that you are doing and share them with people. So allow the leaders to see you. Don't wait for, let's say, end of year for someone to come and shout out your name. They might never do that. So be visible, shout out your achievements, share your profiles, and follow the relevant people that you need, and build those authentic relationships with people who matter, people who have the influence. That's how you will get sponsorship. First of all, the people who will sponsor you, you will never believe they are the ones that did, because for them they notice the small things. So you will never believe where sponsorship will come from. However, you have to try and meet those relationships, because those are the people who will be seeing your work, and that's how you earn sponsorship. So you might not have a lot of power over who sponsors you, but you have the power over positioning yourself for sponsorship. Yeah, I hope I've not confused you even more. Yeah, so even as we come to the end of this video, I just want to ask you, do you have a mentor? Do you have a sponsor? Do you have both? Or do you know that someone could speak your name in a room when you're not there? Do you have work that can be highlighted? And if you have that work, have you yourself highlighted it? Have you shared it? Have you talked about it? Have you written a post about it? Where can we find that work? So if you know you don't have a mentor, we can start from there. Find one. At least start somewhere. Talk to someone. Ask them to show them how they did whatever they did and what they're doing about whatever you want to learn. Then, of course, sponsorship comes from positioning yourself. You can ask your mentor to teach you how to position. So maybe that could be your challenge for this month, to get yourself a mentor and to get yourself into a program, for someone to be able to walk with you this journey. And let me know in the comment section, what will you be working on first? What has intrigued you, and what has shocked you, or what experiences have you had with mentors? Have you ever had a sponsor before, and how did that go? And of course, if you have not yet subscribed, I don't know why, for whatever reason, we request you to subscribe, because this helps us to also reach other people in tech that might need this information. It also helps us to know what more you would like us to talk about. Please share in the comment section and let's hang out. This is a Cyber Cafe, and till next time, my name is Femias. Bye.